Happy holidays, everybody. This is Lawrence again with Power Washing Pros. Today I'm working out in the rain in Williamsburg, Virginia. So fun, but I know it's December, almost approaching the new year. I got lucky today. It's not that cold today here in Virginia for the end of December. It's close to 60 degrees. Been doing a fence clean here. Did the outside. Getting ready to do the house wash up there shortly. I know you've seen in my past videos of me chemically cleaning a fence and it magically turning back to brand new after I apply the chemicals. I know you've seen those videos, but those particular fences were only gray, oxidized. It looked old and gray. But in this situation, when it's got black algae, green algae, and lichen, and a mixture of other things, you have to power tip it, from my experience, because that stuff is embedded in the wood. I mean, this fence was really caked with black algae, green algae, and also the lichen, and I had to power tip it, unfortunately, which is much more laborious. Even if I was to put chemicals on it first and kill it and lighten it up, it's still embedded in the wood. You're gonna have to power tip it to strip it, because it's caked in there. So when you have a fence that you've got a power tip like this, you got to charge higher. You want to be up in the range of, I mean, if you're just starting out and you're a rookie and you're gaining experience, right around 100 to 125 an hour. And then when you get a little bit more experience, you want to be a little bit higher with your price. And I would recommend, this is just from my area, maybe 150, 160 an hour when you get more experience. And then when you get really experienced and you have a couple of people working for you or one person working for you and you got some overhead, you want to be within the 200 to 250, on up to 300 an hour range, depending on what state you're in and where you're at, and what the economy is and the cost of living. I normally don't come out when I do a fence estimate. I don't measure with one of those ground things that you walk and it measures out the length of the fence. I feed that to the birds. What I do is I go by the panels. Every panel is 8 feet, guys. So the way I do it is I go out, I'm going to go around here. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Without further ado, hope everybody's having a great holiday. Hope everybody had a good Merry Christmas. I know me and my family did. It was wonderful. Okay, here we go, guys. This is afterwards. This is after cleaning. This fence was terrible. I'm going to show you what it looked like before. I'm still working on it. Just cleaned all that, guys. This is the fence. This is where I stopped off at. Okay, check this out. This is what I'm talking about, guys. That is lichen. This lichen right here, embedded into the grain of the wood. You find this lichen a lot on roofs, on shingles when you're doing roof cleans. Not a whole lot on fencing, but this fencing has got a mixture of green algae, lichen, black algae. Actually, the black algae is what they call Glioxyptomagma. It's basically the same thing that's on a roof, on a dirty roof. The black algae, the scientific name for that is Glioxyptomagma. If I said that correctly, correct. If I didn't say that correctly, correct me, but it is called Gleocapsa magma, the black algae. So you got a mixture of like green algae, the black algae, I nickname it black algae, even though it's called Gleocapsa magma. You got the lichen here. This fence is terrible, guys. This fence is horrible. But this is the after effect. I already finished the outside. I'm just about finished on the inside, working my way around. Okay, this is what I do when I estimate a fence, guys. Just to give you a little tip here. I go on the inside of a customer's fence and I count the panels. Every panel is about 8 feet long. From post to post is 8 feet. And this is what you can do to determine how long is it going to take you to clean a fence like this. This is what I've done in times past. What I've done is I got my cell phone, I put it on the stopwatch mode, and I timed it on how long it would take me to clean the outside, just the outside panel, from post to post, 8 feet, and then I stop this stopwatch, and it's about 3.5 minutes. Normal, going at a normal pace, no speedballing. I can put it in high mode if I wanted to, but I wanted to go at a nice normal average pace for the average Joe and just time it like that. It's about 3.5 minutes from one end to the other on the outside. The inside where you got all these braces, that's a whole different ball game. I'll talk about that in a second. So even though it took me 3.5 minutes for an 8-foot panel on the outside, I rounded it off 4 minutes for the outside. And I document that stuff for a future estimates. The inside is a whole different animal, guys, because you got a lot of detail work. You're going to be power washing. You're going to be stripping the top of these rails, underneath, the front, the post. You got to get behind the post, and then you got to hit these boards on the inside. The inside takes an average, believe it or not, on just doing an average, no speedballing. I mean, for me, about 8 minutes, 8 to 8.5 minutes. And I mean, for a fence that looks this dirty, was when you got lichen, black algae, green algae. So we got about, so I'll round that off to 9 minutes. 9 minutes for the inside, because it's a lot of detail, and that's not speedballing. If I done this in beast mode, I could probably do it in about 5 minutes, but I didn't want to do that because I want to be fair on my estimates, especially if I have other guys working for me. That's an average Joe, and they don't speedball stuff because they know they're getting paid by the hour. So I estimated this at 9 minutes for the inside and then 4 minutes for the outside on how long it's going to take per panel. So what I do is I come in here and I count all the panels up, and then I multiply the minutes that I know it takes per panel times how many panels, which gives me a time frame of how long it's going to take. And then if you're trying to make $125 an hour, or if your pay scale is to make $150 an hour, $250 an hour, $300 an hour, whatever it is, that's the estimate you give the customer after you figure out how many panels, figure out how many panels you have, and then multiply how long it's going to take per panel. So this is what I would do, guys. I mean, everybody's speed is different. If you get a fence clean, time yourself on how long it's going to take with a stopwatch. the outside panel, stop it, record it, document it, and then go on the inside and do the inside, time it on the stopwatch, record it on how long it takes you from start to finish, and that'll give you your idea estimate on how long it's going to clean per panel, where it will help you in the future on doing a fence clean too, where you're not going to be sorry later, you know, thinking, man, why did I underestimate this fence job? This is taking forever. But I just wanted to share that little tip with you guys, to just, you know, time yourself on one panel inside and out. How long it's going to take on the outside on the average, and how long it's going to take on the inside. Now, some people may just want to get the outside done, so that's why I suggest to time it for the outside by itself, separate, as far as cleaning it from start to finish with the stopwatch, and then doing the inside with the stopwatch from start to finish to see how long it's going to take you. Some people just may want an estimate to do the inside of the fence, so you have a time on how long it's going to take to do per panel, each panel, where you can give them a good fair estimate on however much you want to make an hour, or the outside. So there's a difference. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. These people are going to be very, very happy when they see this old dingy fence. It's nasty. Transform to that. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a happy new year, and I wish you guys all success in your business, and have a good one. God bless you.